Your life is not a rehearsal. This is the real thing. You've got one shot at this magnificent journey called life, and it's happening right now, right here, in this very moment. But let me ask you something. Are you truly living, or are you merely existing? You see, there's a profound difference between the two. Existing is passive. It's going through the motions, day in and day out, without purpose or passion, but living. Living is active. It's embracing each moment with fierce intensity, squeezing every drop of potential from your days, and refusing to settle for anything less than the extraordinary. Now, I want you to pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs. That breath you just took, it's a gift, a precious, irreplaceable gift. And with each breath, you have a choice. You can choose to live small, to shrink back from your true potential. Or you can choose to live large, to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. Today, I'm here to challenge you, to shake you out of complacency, to ignite a fire within you that will burn so brightly, it'll illuminate every dark corner of doubt and fear in your life. Because here's the truth, you were born for greatness. You were designed for impact. You were created to leave an indelible mark on this world. But greatness doesn't just happen. Impact isn't accidental. Your mark won't be made by chance. No, these things require intentionality. They demand action. They call for a radical shift in how you perceive yourself and your place in this world. And that's where our journey begins today. We're going to explore what it means to act as if you are living your best life. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, but I'm not living my best life. How can I act like I am? And that, my friends, is precisely the point. You see, your actions shape your reality. Your behavior molds your circumstances. The way you carry yourself, the decisions you make, the attitude you adopt, these things aren't just a reflection of your life. They are the very tools by which you create your life. Think about it. When you act confident, even if you don't feel it inside, what happens? People respond to you differently. Opportunities open up. Your own self-perception begins to shift. Acting as if isn't about fakery or pretense. It's about aligning your external actions with your internal aspirations. It's about bridging the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Now, let's break this down. What does it mean to live your best life? Is it about material wealth? Is it about fame or recognition? Is it about power or influence? While these things might be part of it for some, I want to suggest that living your best life is fundamentally about three things: purpose, growth, and impact. Purpose is your reason for being. It's the driving force that gets you out of bed in the morning. It's the passion that fuels your efforts and the vision that guides your steps. When you're living your best life, you're crystal clear about your purpose. You know why you're here and what you're meant to contribute to this world. Growth is about continuous improvement. It's about pushing your boundaries, expanding your knowledge, and developing your skills. When you're living your best life, you're not stagnant. You're constantly evolving, learning, and becoming a better version of yourself with each passing day. Impact is about the difference you make. It's about the lives you touch, the problems you solve, and the value you add to the world around you. When you're living your best life, you're not just consuming resources, you're creating them. You're not just taking, you're giving back in meaningful ways. So how do we begin to act as if we're living our best lives? It starts with a decision, a commitment to yourself, a vow to no longer accept mediocrity, to no longer settle for less than you're capable of. From this moment forward, I want you to carry yourself like someone who knows their worth. Stand tall, make eye contact, speak with conviction. These may seem like small things, but they signal to the world, and more importantly, to yourself, that you are someone of value, someone to be reckoned with. Next, start treating your time like the precious commodity it is. When you're living your best life, you don't waste hours scrolling mindlessly through social media or binge watching TV shows. You invest your time in activities that align with your purpose, fuel your growth, and maximize your impact. This doesn't mean you can't relax or have fun. On the contrary, rest and recreation are vital components of a well-lived life. But even in your downtime, choose activities that rejuvenate you, that feed your soul, that prepare you for the challenges and opportunities ahead. Now let's talk about your circle of influence. When you're living your best life, you surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and bring out the best in you. Look at your current relationships. Are they elevating you or holding you back? Are they pushing you towards your potential or keeping you stuck in old patterns? It's time to be intentional about your associations. Seek out mentors who have achieved what you aspire to. Connect with peers who share your drive and ambition. And don't be afraid to distance yourself from relationships that drain your energy or dampen your spirit. Another crucial aspect of acting is if you're living your best life is taking bold action towards your goals. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait until you feel ready. The truth is, you'll never feel completely ready for the big leaps. But those who are living their best lives jump anyway. They understand that action precedes. So what's that dream you've been putting off? What's that goal you've been too afraid to pursue? It's time to take the first step and then the next and then the next. Remember, you don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. Just start climbing. Now, I want to address something important. Acting as if you're living your best life doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It doesn't mean putting on a fake smile when you're hurting inside. Authenticity is key. The goal isn't to create a flawless facade, but to approach life with the mindset and behaviors of someone who is actively pursuing their best life. This means embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. It means viewing setbacks not as failures, but as valuable feedback. It means approaching each day with a sense of gratitude and expectancy, knowing that you have the power to shape your circumstances through your attitudes and actions. Let's talk about habits. Your daily habits are the building blocks of your life. When you're living your best life, you cultivate habits that support your goals and values. This might mean waking up early to meditate or exercise. It might mean reading books that expand your mind and sharpen your skills. It might mean practicing gratitude or journaling to maintain a positive mindset. Whatever habits align with your vision of your best life, start implementing them now. Remember, you don't have to overhaul your entire routine overnight. Start small, choose one or two key habits and commit to them consistently. As these become ingrained, add more. Over time, these small daily actions will compound, creating massive changes in your life. Now, I want to address fear. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles that prevents people from living their best lives. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But here's the truth. Those who are living their best lives aren't fearless. They feel fear just like everyone else. The difference is they don't let fear paralyze them. Instead, they use fear as fuel. They understand that fear often points the way towards growth. If something scares you, it's usually because it's pushing you out of your comfort zone. And that's exactly where the magic happens. That's where you discover what you're truly capable of. So I'll challenge you to start running towards the things that scare you. Apply for that job you think you're not qualified for. Start that business you've been dreaming about. Have that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. When you act in spite of your fears, you're acting as if you're living your best life. Let's talk about mindset. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world, and it has a profound impact on your reality. Those who are living their best lives cultivate a growth mindset. They believe in their ability to learn, to improve, to overcome obstacles. They don't say, I can't do that. They say, I can't do that yet. They don't view challenges as roadblocks, but as opportunities to develop new skills and strengths. They understand that failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a crucial part of success. So start paying attention to your self-talk. When you catch yourself thinking limiting thoughts, challenge them. Replace I'm not good enough with I'm learning and improving every day. Replace this is too hard with this is challenging, but I'm up for it. Your words create your world. Choose them wisely. Now let's discuss the power of vision. Those who are living their best lives have a clear vision of what they want to achieve. They can see it, feel it, taste it. This vision acts as a North Star, guiding their decisions and actions. I want you to take some time to really envision your best life. What does it look like? How do you spend your days? What kind of impact are you making? Who are you surrounded by? Get specific, write it down. Create a vision board if that helps you visualize it. Then start living as if that vision is already your reality. Make decisions based on where you want to be, not just where you are now. Ask yourself, what would the best version of me do in this situation? And then do that. Remember, acting as if you're living your best life isn't about pretending or faking it. It's about aligning your current actions with your future aspirations. It's about closing the gap between who you are and who you want to become. Now let's talk about service. Those who are truly living their best lives understand that life isn't just about personal achievement. It's about contribution. It's about leaving the world a little better than you found it. When you're living your best life, you're constantly looking for ways to add value to others. This might be through your work, through volunteering, or simply through small acts of kindness in your daily interactions. The key is to shift your focus from what can I get to what can I give? This mindset not only makes a positive impact on the world around you, but it also enriches your own life in profound ways. It gives you a sense of purpose and fulfillment that no amount of personal achievement can match. So, start looking for opportunities to serve. Use your unique gifts and talents to make a difference in someone's life. When you act from a place of service, you're acting as if you're living your best life. Let's address the topic of resilience. Life isn't always smooth sailing. Even when you're living your best life, challenges will come, setbacks will occur. The difference is in how you respond to these obstacles. Those who are living their best lives don't crumble in the face of adversity. They don't give up when things get tough. Instead, they view challenges as opportunities for growth. They understand that diamonds are formed under pressure, that gold is refined by fire. So, when you face difficulties, don't shrink back, don't retreat into victim mentality. Instead, stand tall. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? This resilient attitude is a hallmark of those who are truly living their best lives. Now, let's talk about the power of continuous learning. In today's rapidly changing world, those who are living their best lives understand that learning isn't something that ends with formal education. It's a lifelong process. They're constantly seeking new knowledge, new skills, new perspectives. They read voraciously. They attend seminars and workshops. They seek out experiences that challenge their assumptions and expand their worldview. So cultivate a curious mind, be a lifelong learner. Approach each day as an opportunity to discover something new. This thirst for knowledge and growth is a key characteristic of those who are living their best life. Let's address the importance of health and well-being. When you're living your best life, you understand that your body is not just a vehicle for your mind. It's the foundation of everything you do. You can't perform at your peak if you're running on empty. This means prioritizing your physical health through regular exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate rest. It means taking care of your mental health through practices like meditation, mindfulness, or therapy if needed. It means nurturing your spiritual health. Whatever that means for you, start treating your body like the precious instrument it is. Fuel it with nutritious food. Move it regularly. Give it the rest it needs. When you act as if you're living your best life, you make your health and well-being a non-negotiable priority. Now let's talk about the power of authenticity. Living your best life doesn't mean becoming someone else. It means becoming the truest, most authentic version of yourself. Too often, people think they need to conform to society's expectations or someone else's definition of success. But true fulfillment comes from aligning your life with your own values, passions, and purpose. So stop trying to fit into someone else's mold. Stop comparing your journey to others. Your best life is uniquely yours. Embrace your quirks, your passions, your unique perspective. When you show up as your authentic self, you give others permission to do the same. And that's when real connections are formed. Real impact is made. Let's address the concept of balance. When you're living your best life, you understand that success in one area shouldn't come at the expense of other important aspects of your life. This doesn't mean your life is always perfectly balanced. There will be seasons where certain areas require more focus. But overall, you strive for harmony between your work, your relationships, your personal growth, and your well-being. So regularly assess your life. Are you neglecting any important areas? Are you overly focused on one aspect at the expense of others? Make adjustments as needed. Remember, living your best life means thriving in all areas, not just excelling in one. Now, let's talk about the power of gratitude. Those who are truly living their best lives understand that gratitude isn't just a nice sentiment. It's a transformative force. When you cultivate an attitude of gratitude, you shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or challenges. It means acknowledging the good alongside the difficult. Start and end each day by listing things you're grateful for. Train your mind to spot the blessings in your life, no matter how small. This practice will radically shift your perception and experience of life. Let's address the importance of financial stewardship. When you're living your best life, you have a healthy relationship with money. You understand that money is a tool, not a goal in itself. This means being intentional about your finances. It means living below your means, saving for the future, and being generous with what you have. It means investing in experiences and growth rather than just accumulating possessions. Start managing your money as if you're living your best life. Create a budget, set financial goals, Make your money work for you rather than working for money. Now let's talk about the power of forgiveness. Those who are living their best lives understand that holding onto grudges and resentment only poisons their own experience of life. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful actions. It means freeing yourself from the burden of anger and bitterness. It means choosing to move forward rather than remaining stuck in past hurts. So practice forgiveness both for others and for yourself. Release the weight of past grievances. When you forgive, you're not doing it for the other person. You're doing it for yourself. You're choosing freedom over imprisonment. Let's address the concept of legacy. When you're living your best life, you're not just thinking about the present, you're considering the impact you'll leave long after you're gone. This doesn't mean you need to be famous or accomplish grand feats. Your legacy is built in the small moments, in the lives you touch, in the positive change you create in your sphere of influence. Start thinking about the legacy you want to leave. How do you want to be remembered? What mark do you want to make on the world? Then start living in alignment with that vision. Now, let's talk about the power of community. Those who are truly living their best lives understand that no one succeeds alone. They cultivate strong, supportive relationships. They contribute to their communities. They understand the power of collaboration and shared purpose. So invest in your relationships. Build a network of support. Look for ways to contribute to your community. When you act as part of a larger whole, you're acting as if you're living your best life. Let's address the importance of creativity. Living your best life means expressing your unique creativity, whatever form that takes. It might be through art, music, writing, problem solving, or innovative thinking in your work. Creativity isn't just for artists. It's a fundamental human quality that allows us to adapt, to innovate, to find new solutions to old problems. When you're living your best life, you're tapping into your creative potential regularly. So make space for creativity in your life. Explore new hobbies. Look for creative solutions to challenges. Allow yourself to play, to experiment, to make mistakes. This creative spirit is a hallmark of those who are truly living their best lives. Now, let's talk about the power of presence. In our fast-paced, constantly connected world, one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself and others is your full presence. When you're living your best life, you're not constantly distracted by the past or anxious about the future. You're fully engaged in the present moment. This means putting away your phone during conversations. It means listening deeply when others speak. It means savoring your experiences rather than rushing through them. When you act with presence, you're acting as if you're living your best life. Let's address the concept of personal responsibility. Those who are living their best lives understand that they are the authors of their own stories. They don't blame others for their circumstances. They don't wait for someone else to solve their problems. They take full responsibility for their lives. This doesn't mean they control everything that happens to them, but it does mean they control how they respond to what happens. They understand that their choices, their attitudes, their actions shape their reality. So stop making excuses. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Take responsibility for your life. When you do this, you reclaim your power to create the life you want. Now let's talk about the importance of self-reflection. When you're living your best life, you make time for regular self-reflection. You don't just go through life on autopilot. You pause to examine your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. This might mean journaling at the end of each day. It might mean taking a solo retreat every few months. It might mean seeking feedback from trusted mentors or friends. The key is to create space to check in with yourself to ensure you're staying aligned with your values and goals. Let's address the power of persistence. Those who are truly living their best lives understand that success rarely comes overnight. They're willing to persist in the face of setbacks, to keep going when others would give up. This doesn't mean blindly pushing forward without adjusting your approach. It means having the resilience to learn from failures, to adapt your strategies, and to keep moving towards your goals even when progress seems slow. So cultivate persistence. Understand that the road to your best life isn't always smooth or straight, but with persistence, you can overcome any obstacle in your path. Now, let's talk about the importance of self-care. When you're living your best life, you understand that you can't pour from an empty cup. You prioritize self-care not as a luxury, but as a necessity. This might mean setting boundaries to protect your time and energy. It might mean practicing stress management techniques like meditation or yoga. It might mean treating yourself to small pleasures that rejuvenate your spirit. Remember, self-care isn't selfish. It's essential. When you take care of yourself, you have more to give to others and to your pursuits. Let's address the concept of integrity. Those who are living their best lives have a strong moral compass. They live in alignment with their values, even when it's difficult or unpopular. Integrity means doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It means keeping your word. It means being honest with yourself and others. When you act with integrity, you build trust, respect, and a reputation that opens doors to new opportunities. Now, let's talk about the power of adaptability. In our rapidly changing world, those who are truly living their best lives are able to adapt to new circumstances. They're not rigid in their thinking or their methods. They're open to new ideas, new technologies, new ways of doing things. This doesn't mean changing your core values or abandoning your goals. It means being flexible in your approach, being willing to learn and grow as the world around you evolves. So, cultivate adaptability. Embrace change as an opportunity for growth. When you're adaptable, you're resilient in the face of challenges and ready to seize new opportunities. Let's address the importance of celebrating progress. When you're living your best life, you don't just focus on the end goal. You celebrate the small victories along the way. You acknowledge your progress, no matter how small it might seem. This isn't about complacency or settling for less than your best. It's about recognizing that every step forward is an achievement. It's about maintaining motivation and positive momentum on your journey. So take time to celebrate your wins, big and small. Acknowledge how far you've come. This attitude of appreciation and celebration is characteristic of those who are truly living their best lives. Now let's talk about the power of curiosity. Those who are living their best lives maintain a sense of wonder about the world. They ask questions. They explore new ideas. They're not content with surface level understanding, but seek to dig deeper. Curiosity fuels learning, sparks creativity, and opens up new possibilities. It keeps life interesting and prevents stagnation. When you approach life with curiosity, you're constantly growing and evolving. So nurture your curiosity. Ask questions, explore new subjects, try new experiences. This curious approach to life is a hallmark of those who are truly living their best lives. Let's address the concept of emotional intelligence. When you're living your best life, you're not just intellectually smart, you're emotionally intelligent as well. You understand and can manage your own emotions. You're able to recognize and respond appropriately to the emotions of others. Emotional intelligence allows you to navigate relationships more effectively, to handle stress better, and to make wiser decisions. It's a key factor in both personal and professional success. So, work on developing your emotional intelligence. Practice self-awareness. Cultivate empathy. Learn to manage your emotional reactions. These skills will serve you well in all areas of life. Now, let's talk about the importance of personal growth. Those who are truly living their best lives are committed to ongoing personal development. They understand that there's always room for improvement, always more to learn, and ways to grow. This might mean reading self-improvement books, attending workshops, seeking out mentors, or simply reflecting on your experiences and looking for lessons. The key is to maintain a growth mindset, always striving to become a better version of yourself. Let's address the power of visualization. When you're living your best life, you harness the power of your imagination to fuel your success. You create vivid mental images of your goals and desires, engaging all your senses to make these visions feel real. Visualization isn't just daydreaming. It's a powerful tool that primes your brain for success, helping you recognize opportunities and stay motivated in pursuit of your goals. So practice visualization regularly. See yourself living your best life in vivid detail. Feel the emotions associated with achieving your goals. This practice will help align your subconscious mind with your conscious desires, propelling you towards your best life. Now let's talk about the importance of boundaries. Those who are truly living their best lives understand the power of saying not to things that don't align with their values or goals. They set clear boundaries in their personal and professional lives. Boundaries aren't about building walls. They're about creating healthy limits that protect your time, energy, and well-being. They allow you to focus on what truly matters and prevent you from overextending yourself. So start setting and enforcing healthy boundaries. Learn to say no to requests or opportunities that don't serve your higher purpose. When you respect your own boundaries, others will too. Let's address the concept of mindfulness. When you're living your best life, you're not just going through the motions. You're fully aware and engaged in each moment. Mindfulness allows you to appreciate the richness of your experiences, to manage stress more effectively, and to make more conscious choices. Mindfulness isn't just about meditation, although that can be a powerful practice. It's about bringing your full attention to whatever you're doing, whether it's eating a meal, having a conversation, or working on a project. So practice mindfulness in your daily life. Pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. This heightened awareness will enrich your experience of life and help you make choices that align with your best self. Now, let's talk about the power of positive relationships. Those who are truly living their best lives understand the profound impact that relationships have on their well being and success. They cultivate positive, supportive relationships and distance themselves from toxic ones. This doesn't mean surrounding yourself only with people who agree with you. It means fostering relationships that challenge you to grow, that support you in your goals, and that bring out the best in you. So, invest in your relationships. Nurture the ones that uplift you. Be willing to let go of relationships that consistently bring you down. Your social circle has a huge influence on your life. Make sure it's a positive one. Let's address the importance of financial literacy. When you're living your best life, you have a solid understanding of personal finance. You know how to budget, how to invest, how to make your money work for you. Financial literacy isn't about accumulating wealth for its own sake. It's about creating financial stability and freedom that allows you to pursue your passions and make a positive impact in the world. So educate yourself about personal finance, learn about investing, saving, and smart money management. Take control of your financial future. This knowledge and skill set is crucial for living your best life. Now, let's talk about the power of gratitude. Those who are truly living their best lives cultivate an attitude of gratitude. They don't take things for granted. They appreciate the good in their lives, even amidst challenges. Gratitude isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about recognizing and appreciating the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small they might seem. So practice gratitude daily. Keep a gratitude journal. Express appreciation to others. This simple practice can dramatically shift your perspective and increase your overall life satisfaction. Let's address the concept of work-life integration. When you're living your best life, you're not constantly struggling to balance work and personal life as if they're separate entities. Instead, you find ways to integrate the different aspects of your life in a harmonious way. This might mean finding work that aligns with your passions. It might mean bringing more of your authentic self to your professional life. It might mean setting boundaries that allow you to be fully present in both your work and personal life. So strive for work-life integration rather than balance. Look for ways to align your work with your values and passions. This integration is key to living a fulfilling, purpose-driven life. Now, let's talk about the importance of self-compassion. Those who are truly living their best lives understand that perfection is impossible. They treat themselves with kindness and understanding, especially when they make mistakes or face setbacks. Self-compassion isn't about making excuses or avoiding responsibility. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a good friend. It's about learning from your mistakes without beating yourself up. So practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when you fall short. Recognize that making mistakes is part of being human and an essential part of growth. This self-compassion will give you the resilience to keep moving forward towards your best life. Let's address the power of purpose. When you're living your best life, you have a clear sense of purpose. You understand why you're here and what you want to contribute to the world. This sense of purpose gives meaning to your actions and helps you persevere through challenges. Purpose isn't necessarily about grand, world-changing goals, although it can be. It's about understanding your unique gifts and how you can use them to make a positive impact, no matter how small it might seem. So take time to reflect on your purpose. What are you passionate about? What unique gifts do you have to offer? How can you use these to make a positive difference? When you align your actions with your purpose, you're truly living your best life. Now, let's talk about the importance of continuous learning. Those who are truly living their best lives understand that education doesn't end with formal schooling. They're lifelong learners, always seeking to expand their knowledge and skills. Continuous learning keeps your mind sharp, opens up new opportunities, and helps you adapt to our rapidly changing world. It's not just about academic or professional knowledge, it's about learning in all areas of life. So cultivate a love of learning. Read widely, take courses, learn new skills, stay curious about the world around you. This commitment to growth and learning is a key characteristic of those living their best lives. Let's address the concept of authenticity. When you're living your best life, you're not trying to be someone else. You're embracing your true self with all your quirks and unique qualities. You're not afraid to be vulnerable or to stand out from the crowd. Authenticity isn't about being perfect or having it all figured out. It's about being honest with yourself and others. It's about aligning your actions with your values and beliefs, even when it's challenging. So dare to be yourself, embrace your uniqueness, share your true thoughts and feelings. When you show up authentically in the world, you inspire others to do the same. Now let's talk about the power of resilience. Those who are truly living their best lives understand that setbacks and failures are a natural part of any journey. They don't let these obstacles defeat them. Instead, they bounce back stronger, using challenges as opportunities for growth. Resilience isn't about avoiding difficulty or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about developing the mental and emotional strength to cope with adversity and keep moving forward. So cultivate resilience. View challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Develop coping strategies that work for you. Remember that every setback is temporary and contains the seeds of future success. Let's address the importance of physical health. When you're living your best life, you understand that your body is the vehicle through which you experience and interact with the world. You prioritize your physical health, not just for longevity, but for quality of life. This doesn't mean you have to be a fitness fanatic or follow the latest health fads. It means making conscious choices that support your physical well-being. Regular exercise, nutritious eating, adequate sleep, and regular checkups. So make your health a priority. Find forms of exercise you enjoy. Nourish your body with wholesome foods. Get enough rest. When you take care of your body, you have the energy and vitality to pursue your best life. Now let's talk about the power of forgiveness. Those who are truly living their best lives understand that holding on to anger, resentment, or grudges only hurts themselves. They practice forgiveness not for the benefit of others, but for their own peace of mind. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful actions or allowing them to continue. It means releasing the negative emotions associated with past hurts so that you can move forward unencumbered. So practice forgiveness, both for others and for yourself. Let go of past grievances. Free yourself from the burden of anger and resentment. This act of release will create space for more positive experiences in your life. Let's address the concept of mindful consumption. When you're living your best life, you're conscious about what you consume, not just in terms of food and drink, but also information, media, and material goods. You understand that what you take in has a profound impact on your thoughts, feelings, and overall well-being. Mindful consumption isn't about deprivation. It's about making conscious choices that align with your values and support your well-being. It's about quality over quantity, about choosing experiences over things. So be mindful about what you consume. Choose media that uplifts and informs you. Surround yourself with things that bring you joy and serve a purpose. This mindful approach to consumption will help you create a life of meaning and fulfillment. Now, let's talk about the importance of celebration. Those who are truly living their best lives don't just work hard, they also know how to celebrate their achievements, big and small. They understand the power of acknowledging progress and enjoying the journey, not just the destination. Celebration isn't about being boastful or complacent. It's about taking time to appreciate your efforts and achievements. It's about creating moments of joy and connection that fuel you for the journey ahead. So make celebration a regular part of your life. Acknowledge your progress. Share your successes with others. Create rituals of celebration that reinforce your achievements and motivate you to keep striving for your best life. Let's address the power of contribution. When you're living your best life, you understand that true fulfillment comes not just from personal achievement, but from making a positive difference in the world around you. You look for ways to contribute your unique gifts and talents to causes larger than yourself. Contribution isn't about grand gestures or world-changing actions, although it can be. It's about consistently showing up and doing what you can to make your corner of the world a little better. So look for ways to contribute, volunteer your time, share your skills, support causes you believe in. When you contribute to the greater good, you're not just improving the world, you're enriching your own life in profound ways. Now let's talk about the importance of self-reflection. Those who are truly living their best lives make time for regular self-reflection. They don't just go through life on autopilot. They pause to examine their thoughts, feelings, actions, and progress towards their goals. Self-reflection isn't about self-criticism or dwelling on the past. It's about gaining clarity, learning from experiences, and making conscious choices about your path forward. So build self-reflection into your routine. Journal regularly. Take time for quiet contemplation. Seek feedback from trusted friends or mentors. This practice of self-reflection will help you stay aligned with your values and goals as you pursue your best life. Remember, your best life is waiting for you, not in some distant future, but right here, right now, in the choices you make and the actions you take each day. So step into your greatness, embrace your potential, and start living as if you're already living your best life. Because in truth, that's exactly how you create it.